Good morning. Welcome back to the next trail. We are at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve in Orlando, Florida, Central Florida that is. And today we're going to hike the Fallen Log Crossing. Now let's take a look at our phone app here. And this is our route. So we're going to go out and back. So it looks to be about 0.5 miles out and then back. When we loop back will be a 1 mile hike. So let's go hiking. We're up early this morning and motivated to be on the trails, be in nature, and very happy you're here with us today. Very excited to breathe this air that all these plants and trees are providing us this morning and today. And we are getting ready to cross this boardwalk that's on the Fallen Log Crossing Trail at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve. The staff was out here earlier than I am, actually clearing this, make sure there's nothing out here that would cause us to trip or slip or anything like that. So thank you very much to the staff here for maintaining these trails. And there's several trails here at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve, which is awesome. And it's not that far from really anything in Orlando area. If you're at the Disney parks or Universal Parks or SeaWorld or any of the parks or attractions in Orlando, most anything you can access within about 18 miles, which is phenomenal because you may have a break between park days, or you spend a little bit of time too much time at the parks and are worn out from it, and you may just want to get out and do something different. And there's no cost to hiking here. There's no entrance fee. This is part of the Orange County Parks and Recreation Division. So thanks to them very much to maintaining this green space. Today we're hiking with our Trekology trekking poles. So really impressed with these trekking poles. You know, it's on a hot day or just any day like today. You know, there's a cork grip on these that they don't slip, so I can maintain control of the poles, and it will loop around my wrist. So in case I do fall or take a tumble or slip, I can use the pole to help me back up if need be. But even just walking on the boardwalk, I use them for stability just in case I hit a slippery spot. And then as I transition to a more natural trail tread, which is everything that's under my feet while I'm hiking, also known as the surface or the ground, you know, it could be different. It could be different than obviously the wooden boardwalk that I'm on. And I can just maintain my momentum and go right from boardwalk to sand, rocks, mud, water, soil, whatever is in front of me. Because we plan for everything, hopefully everything, at least. From the waterproof Merrell hiking shoes that I have on today, to the socks that I'm wearing that are specifically trekking socks, which are very comfortable. And here we go from boardwalk to natural trail tread right there. Perfect example. And we'll continue hiking this beautiful Fallen Log Crossing trail at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve. And I'm happy you're here with me today. Really excited to show you this shorter hike Because if you follow my other videos and seen those, I will always say that any trail is a good trail. Doesn't matter how short or long it is. Because we know the benefits of hiking on mental health and just in general well-being. It's a very holistic method to just managing well-being and reducing stress and anxiety, and being out in nature is one of those holistic activities that is very beneficial to our mental health as well as our physical health. We're actually engaged in an activity that, I don't know about you, I'm sweating. It's early morning and I'm already sweating. When that sun comes up, we start guzzling that water from that Yeti 36-ounce Rambler, we know we're working. But I carry that on the shorter trails. And that Yeti it stays cold the whole hike. Very refreshing. You got to drink water before you're thirsty. That's what I'm being told. That's what a lot of the research and the hiking societies say. Because you don't want to get dehydrated out here. Again, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're still in the month of May. And we're focused on identifying different methods of managing mental health symptoms at the start of the month. And as we venture through the month, hiking new trails, we explore logistically the trails that are local in the Central Florida area at the moment, and then we will definitely branch out. We may spend a while in the Central Florida area, that is, hiking trails. There's so many county parks, state parks, national parks. Check out the video of hiking in the Canaveral National Seashore. We did a few trails there, and we even may have had our first bear experience for the season on the trails over there at the Canaveral National Seashore. So check out the video if you haven't. So many benefits to hiking, on well-being. And I know, there's so much that we have to do and want to do and should do and wanted to do, etc. in our day. And we only have a certain amount of time in each day, each week, each month, each year to get things done. And then we put in some of those natural occurring barriers, such as life, taking care of our children and loved ones and maybe siblings, younger, older, maybe aging parents or even aging grandparents. There's a lot of challenges that show up with being a caretaker. And that easily fits within the Mental Health Awareness Month, the topic of being a caregiver. As we're walking on the Fallen Log Crossing Trail at the Tibet-Butler Nature Preserve, you just hear all the wildlife around us just waking up with me. A little overcast morning. The sun not beaten down yet, as it does very well in Florida. But I will graciously accept these conditions. On the topic of being a caregiver, I mean, there's a lot of different types of approaches to caregiving. Hi, good morning. And just being in that role. And as exciting as it is to give back to our system per se, our family system, our friends system, our social system overall, it can be challenging. It can be stressful. And a lot of times folks are taking on that role as a caregiver and they're still having to go to work for 8, 10, 12 hours and come home and continue being a caregiver, again, to the smallest of children or the aging parent or aging grandparent. You know, I know of folks that I've worked with in the past and even my own personal life that, you know, sometimes you have to share those responsibilities and take turns per se, because depending on the level of caregiving can definitely stress and burn you out pretty quickly. There's some kind of animal or insect or something carrying on over here, making a croaking noise. I guarantee it's a frog or something, or a lizard. I don't know. Can't see it, but I can definitely hear it. Oh, they're communicating. I'm going to stop for a second and see if you can hear it. That is loud. I'm actually triangulated in the middle of communication here. I can hear it coming from my right ear, my left ear, and in front of me from both ears. Wow, the sounds of nature are amazing. But as you're going through life and acting as caregivers, you just have to realize you're doing the best you can each day. And we'll talk more about caregiver responsibilities and stress and burnout as we find the next trail. But just know that you're doing the best you can with what you have, from the resources to monetary availability to just supplies. And you know, there are some community outreach and responsibilities that the community has to help us with those as well. We will explore those and talk about those in depth as we continue on these trails. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of this short trail. I'm looking left, I'm looking right. And this is the end of the fallen log crossing where it intersects with the Tarflower Loop. I got something talking to me in the tree over here. No, they're all communicating. Wow, wonder what it is. If you know, let me know. Comment and let me know what you think it is. As I was saying, the Tarflower Loop continues onto my left, or straight ahead, it's where I'm positioned. And then I can go right to the Osprey Overlook. So that's 2 more trails that I can actually have access to from the fallen log crossing. So again, this is just one way, so 0.5 miles, and then I'm going to loop back, out and back style of trail, and it'll be about 1 mile. So I'm facing back to my direction that I'm going to take now, and I look forward to seeing you on the next trail. Thanks for being with me today.